I'm so glad you guys are all here. It's our Resolve family dinner.
Yes.
How nice.
Resolve started just like this, around the table, talking about the struggles and what we need. That's how the group was formed. So let's talk about what role Resolve played and is playing and has played in your lives.
Being a part of the Resolve family helped me to realize that my normal is just different from your normal, and your normal is different from her normal.
I always say that Resolve was my lemons to lemonade moment because it had been so hard until I sat in a room with other people that knew exactly what I felt. It's peer-to-peer, so it doesn't feel
like therapy.
Yes, I felt like that was, to me, the most helpful thing, was the support group for me.
You know, family only goes so far. If they don't understand what you're going through, you can lean on them, but they still, at the end of the day, don't understand that stress of the journey. They just don't quite get it.
Most patients don't even share it with their family.
No.
Because there's a lot of pressure on the part of the family to be successful. So most patients, at least in my experience, keep it to themselves, and that's why Resolve is helpful, because it's a way to talk about it.
What's an important issue or problem when it comes to infertility?
It's so isolating. I mean, it's going back.
And
as
people are
women.
embarrassed.
There's a lot of shame.
And if more of us start talking about it, 'cause
Yes.
you know the funny thing is I'll bring up my situation and then someone will say, that happened to me too.
Oh, all the time.
We also
It's
look at each
failure.
other and
It's a
right,
feeling of
it's failure
failure.
and what's wrong
Yeah.
with me? Did I live my life the wrong way? Why can't I get pregnant?
People unfortunately look at children as an option. You know, you're choosing to get pregnant. They don't look at it as a disease, and that's the one thing that we need as advocates, to just encourage other people to know that it's not an option, it is a disease.
I think a big part of dealing with the challenge of infertility is, in a way, I feel I need to be proud of what I did and support other people that are going through it, encourage them to talk about it and be excited about the journey instead of scared about the journey.
Whenever you go on any trying to conceive blog, people talk about pineapples.
You're supposed to eat the core to
Yes,
help
because you'll get pregnant if you
implantation.
eat a pineapple. I was so curious, I called my doctor and said, hey, tell me this thing about pineapples. How many do I need to buy? And
they
they
laugh?
said, absolutely, that will not work. If that was the case,
Everybody would
we
be
would have
pregnant.
more success stories. But no, that's bad information that's on the internet.
This is definitely the most interesting dinner conversation I've had in a long time. I think access to care needs to change. The cost needs to change.
I was fortunate enough to not have to, my insurance didn't cover it, but it was something I was able to afford.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to go through if you can afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you know, having to decide, can I afford to have a family or not, shouldn't be the question.
Right.
So how do we change that?
Advocacy, you know.
Advocacy Day is huge. The work that our volunteers and that Resolve does to make sure our voices are heard is so important.
Because no one talks about
There's no
infertility or the
education.
And
struggle.
that's why Resolve is so important.
Yes.
It brings
When it
life.
happens,
Because you're right.
yes.
If they
Yeah.
don't
Isolation.
know,
You're you don't know.
Isolation, education, and I think what Resolve does is, because when you're in the fight, you don't really have room to fight for anything but your fight. And Resolve fights for you.
How is Resolve like a family?
It's there to support you. It's there to let you cry on their shoulder and scream into a pillow when your second cycle doesn't work and the meds make you crazy. Celebrate with you when you get, positive or you come to your resolve. So it's not a family anyone wants to choose, but it's a good family to have.
Resolve is support and guidance and love, and those are all the things that you need.
I think that all comes down to love. That's what this dinner table represents. That's what Resolve represents. That's what our families represent. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. To Resolve and family.
Yeah. Cheers.